Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got some really shocking and perfect kind of news because right now it looks like we've seen how Liverpool are moving forward for a striker. We also have seen how Man City have moved for Holland, and of course the two deals that Real Madrid have accomplished as well. So we're also going to talk about something more that is actually going to happen with Arsenal. So when will Arsenal start to sign players this season? Well, we have an answer for that. We're going to talk about Gabriel Jesus. We have a very concrete update about Jesus. We're also going to talk about a defender being offered to Arsenal by his representatives, that is Manuel Akanji. We're also going to talk about Thomas Partey being who actually recently converted to Islam. We're also going to talk about more other stuff, so stay tuned for that. And of course, Saka to Liverpool, why it should have happened, and why Richarlison is a better signing than Jesus for Arsenal. That's not what I am saying. That's someone else who believes that. So Arsenal are being offered the chance to sign Borussia Dortmund centre-half Manuel Akanji. The players' representatives are confident that the current £21 million of asking price is certain to drop in the coming weeks, but Arsenal are still unlikely to take up the offer, according to Mark Irvine from Sun. So, according to Mark Irvine, Akanji has been introduced, or he's been presented to Arsenal, but Arsenal do not want to take up that option as of now. Moving on, so Bukayo Saka has been voted Arsenal's player of the season another for a second consecutive year. Congratulations to him. Well, he becomes the first Arsenal player to retain that since Thierry Henry in 2004, and also the only fourth player to do it twice, that is back to back. Henry, Ian Wright and Liam Brady were the other three, and Bukayo Saka he's not even hit his he's not even hit his high ceiling, and he's already done that. That itself shows you how crazy it is. He achieved a 58% of the votes, and well deserved. Congratulations to Bukayo Saka. So Ben Jacobs has an update about Gabriel Jesus. He says, "I think Man City have by all accounts softened a little bit on the lowest valuation that they are prepared to sell for. The fee was £55 million in Man City's head. Arsenal definitely thought that was £10 million too high. For whatever reason, Arsenal felt £55 million was too high. The situation now is that Man City will accept an offer and are quite prepared to let Jesus leave. The value of the deal has dropped by around 10 to 12 million pounds, which is well within Arsenal's ballpark, which is somewhere around 43 to 45 million pounds. Ben Jacobs also says that City will let Jesus go for somewhere in the lows of 40 million pounds. Then it should be within Arsenal's financial plan, and they'll see that as value. As yet, they've not tabled an offer. They've made enquiries, spoken about terms. They believe they can get a deal over the line." So, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Jacobs believes Jesus is within Arsenal's range. So I'm pretty much sure that that is definitely going to get done. I mean, Tielemans and Jesus is definitely within Arsenal's range. But let's talk about, let's take this to Thomas Partey. But the topic goes towards Thomas Partey is that he has taken on the name Yakubu as part of his conversion to Islam, but will still be referred to as Partey when he plays for Arsenal, and will continue to wear Thomas on his kit. That's according to Standard. Now, why did he do so? Well, he has converted to Islam because of his Moroccan girlfriend, Sarabella, and revealed in a recent interview that in his native Ghana that he has taken on the name Yakubu. However, it is understood that the move is not a formal name change. So it's not a formal name change. It's just what it is. Alex Lacazette has signed a contract with Olympique Lyon after successfully completing his medical. Official announcement will be made today. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. So yes, Romano confirms that's the case. That is the headline, and apparently we have to deal with it. Moving on, let's talk about So Romano about Gabriel Jesus says that Gabriel Jesus, remember the name because we had many rumors about Real Madrid, and I'm told that's true that Madrid had contact with his agents, but it was weeks ago and not now. It's not something advanced. They've had conversations, but it's not something advanced between Man City and Real Madrid. The feeling around sources is that Gabriel Jesus will play in the Premier League next season. He will leave Man City, and the decision has been made. He's ready to go this summer. But now the race is open. Arsenal have been interested in him for a long time. He's a priority target, but not the only club. It's still an open deal. Arsenal are pushing with the Brazilian director Edu, who has a good connection with Gabriel, hoping to reach an agreement. So, yes, it's all up to Edu Gaspar, whether it gets done or not. Time will tell. I'm pretty much sure about that. What do you think? Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. How long will it take? Moving on, so talking about Jesus, let's talk about Reece Nelson. So, according to James Benge, and a source close to CBS Sports have suggested that Reece Nelson could also depart after a successful season on loan at Feyenoord. Sources close to the Nelson have told CBS Sports he would be keen to return to the continent, preferably to a club who could offer Champions League or Europa League football. Interesting. Well, as of now, we just knew that Scamacca is on the market from Sassuolo, but it looks like there will be more players that could leave Sassuolo. Scamacca, Berardi, and Raspadori could all leave this summer. Yes. So that's Giles Grimandi saying that. But moving on, speaking on the Talking Transfers podcast, Graham Bailey has discussed Arsenal and their interest in Gabriel Jesus. He says, I think there are some legs in this one yet. Arsenal are trying, there's a chance, but I'd keep an eye on the other players such as Richarlison, a player who we know Arsenal like and have liked for a long time. His people are close to Edu, so I think he's a player whose name will come up again, and he may end up being more than likely than Jesus. But the next big thing for Jesus is his decision on his new Man City contract. So, not just Jesus, Arsenal should keep an eye on Richarlison. Weird, but let's see how that will turn out to be. Also, George Bailey has opened up about Youri Tielemans. He says, we've managed to get a hold of a source close to the club who confirms that intent. The club are pushing ahead with this. They are very confident of getting Tielemans. They've spoken to the players' camp at length. Leicester are accepting that the player is going now. He's got a lot of interest from around the world, but I think he fancies a move to London. He's ready for this. He's long had Arsenal in his sights. Tielemans, and I think he ticks a lot of boxes for Arsenal. So, Youri Tielemans to Arsenal. Yes, apparently that's happening. Apparently everything is happening what we expected as of now. So, moving on. So, talking about Bukayo Saka, Jose Enrique has stated that he's hoping City, rumored to be pushing for Saka, is not true. He says, hope this is not true. What a player Saka is, I would really like him for Liverpool. So, Saka should sign for Liverpool, and people are getting excited about that, which is weirdly funny. So, let me know what you guys think about it. Jesus, Tielemans, the first two signings of Arsenal. What happens next? Domenico Berardi is another player that could make a lot of things interesting. He is on the market, but I'm pretty much sure that he might not leave Italy, because Italian players leaving Italy, bro, tough that happens. With this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. Cheers.